up, what up? We back on the scene, back on the art scene with JoG here in the studio with a very special guest of mine. This man is family for me. Known him for a while because we are actually family. But I want everybody to give a warm welcome to my boy, my friend, my cousin, my fam. This is Jorai. Jorai, say what's up to the people.
What up, people, man? It's the art scene with JoG. I'm Jorai, man. Repping True Life Hip Hop Music. What's going on?
Jorai, very talented producer, hip hop producer, lyricist, rapper, artist, composer. Basically, he's just a man getting a lot of checks. You know, he need to share. Yeah, he need more because he need to share the wealth. Jorai, I appreciate you giving us a couple minutes of your time today. I know you're busy, so we'll try to hurry up and get you out of here as fast as possible. Today, I want to combine, bring the art world home today. Basically, I want to combine the visual arts and the audio art world, which is what you and I are mostly familiar with. So, you know, basically just to start it out with, you know, art is everywhere. Visual art is everywhere. We got it on our internet, the phones, graffiti on the streets. You know, it's still art, people expressing themselves. And basically, you know, do you see a role for visual arts in the world of music, or do you see that happening today?
Yeah, man, it's definitely a place for visual arts in the world of music, because especially in the internet age we live in now, everything is about having a graphic internet presence. So your visual image and the art form that you put behind relaying your visuals to the public is very important. And it also can reflect what's going on in the music. Even from back in the day, though, like when they used to do records, and a lot of times if you was digging for records, you go and you judge whether you want to listen to the album based on what the cover look like. So
right.
It's definitely a role for the visual arts and music, man.
That's right. I can remember some of Jimi Hendrix album covers. The whole psychedelic things was crazy. But hey, it made you want to pick up the album. I guess you know, getting into it, like the society that we are today, you know, we a microwave popcorn society. You know, we want it fast, we want it quick as possible. We don't want to wait for anything. Pictures, videos, whatever we want is instant, like on our phones and on the internet, however we want to get it. And basically, I guess I just want to know, like, do you think that having that access to so much stuff at that rate, do you think it's a negative effect like on the music industry? Like, you know, just if Jay-Z and Solange get into it in the elevator, we got the video like instantly, or somebody get into a fight, we got pictures from TMZ. Do you think that having it at this rate as opposed to, you know, how it used to be back in the day, do you think that has a negative effect on the music world, I guess?
I mean, it depends on which way you look at it. I think the positives of it is that information, with the advent of the internet, information travels really, really fast.
Right.
So you have access to whatever's going on. And the good thing about it is if you're doing something as a visual artist that's palatable and that people can gravitate to, that people like, you can get exposure quickly. But the negative side is, you know, it could be oversaturation, so it creates a lot of work for individuals who are trying to kind of break through the noise.
That's right.
But as far as the negative publicity side, I mean, there's cameras everywhere. It's on people's phones, it's in elevators. You have to really be cognizant of what you're doing and trying to match what you're doing with what you want to be portrayed out there. So if you're doing things that you don't want people to know about, it can be difficult to navigate. That's true. And that is a good point about, you know, if you are a visual artist, the internet and mainstream media, but even just underground media, however you can get your work out there now is crazy compared to what you would have to do years ago. You know, now you can put a picture up on Twitter, Instagram, and get feedback from it, possibly get work from it, and we didn't have that avenue, you know, years ago. But now, I mean, is there anything like in the music industry visually wise that you
you see constantly, like any pictures, symbols, or videos, anything? I know at one point rappers was everybody had a Jesus piece or something like that, you know. When they or the rope chain, you know, saying that you're a veteran in the game, or anything, like any pictures, anything that you just constantly having put in your face.
Not. It's kind of hard to say because it's not so much of a staple thing. The thing that I see the most is that people are really trying to establish a visual presence. So you have some individuals who do a lot of, I guess, like selfie type pictures to promote their music or to promote their art or whatever is coming out. But then you have other individuals who take pictures and create visual art that relays on the message that's in the music.
Right.
So you kind of have twofold. The kind that I tend to gravitate to the most is the people who take the visual aspect of what they're doing, match it up with the music, and try to even use, even if it's a small graphic, use it as art as opposed to just a picture. You know what I mean? So is what stands out to me the most right now, and it intrigues me. It entices me to go actually listen to the music, because the album cover or the picture is not just somebody standing in front of, you know, some graffiti, but it might actually be the graffiti, and it's like, oh, I wonder what this is about. You know what I mean? So
Andre 3000 used to do a lot of that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was, you know, Andre 3K used to do a lot of that, you know, drawing on the Outcast covers and all. One thing I used to love, I mean, it's kind of aside from the interview, but I used to love how you used to take all the album covers and magazine covers that you like of artists or dealing with the music world, and posting them up in the studio in the dojo. And that was actually like the wallpaper. But you know, I feel like you can get a lot of inspiration from having all of that imagery up.
Yeah, what that did for me is it gave me something to look at, and it let me know the individuals that I kind of idolize in music. If I ever got down, or if I ever felt like a beat or my rhyme wasn't what it's supposed to be, I can look up and see Andre 3000 or see Shay Dilla on my wall and be like, all right, I need to continue to push through.
Right.
So, yeah, it definitely has an impact, man. It definitely has an impact. I don't have those up on the wall now.
I know.
But
I know.
Yeah.
Kids kind of change your life, you know.
Hell, you know, yeah, definitely. Try you mature a little bit, man. I used to do that even before music, though. When I was playing football, every year I used to do.
I think everybody did that.
Yeah, you cut out the magazine articles and the pictures and all that stuff about the teams you playing, and you put them on the wall. My bedroom was like that when I was in high school, so. Right.
Well, I guess, man, moving more towards a couple more questions, moving towards like a more traditional side. Like, do you have a favorite like visual artist, like even like some of the more widely known traditional artists like Michelangelo or Picasso or Da Vinci, or do you anybody? I mean, they can be more modern, but do you have a favorite visual artist?
I can't really say that I have a favorite visual artist. What stands out in my mind right now the most, like when you say I think about Gordon Parks, and a lot of the stuff that he was doing that was really reflecting the imagery and the times that was going on in especially African American communities.
Right.
But as far as just like a specific, like this person is my favorite artist or favorite painter, I can't really say that I have one of those. But I'm always drawn to like posters and like CD covers and movie trailers and the imagery behind those, and seeing how they actually reflect what's going on in the actual product that people are trying to sell. So
true.
You know, and I like whoever was doing Miles Davis album covers back in the day was super crazy. I like those.
They were. I need to look that up and see research that to see who he got to do that. But I guess so you more so tend to gravitate towards like the paintings and drawings and stuff, or not really, because I mean, like taking this, especially like taking the art class at Full Sail and stuff, I find that I started to gravitate more towards sculptures and things of that nature, statues and things like that. you think you go towards more like the paintings and drawings on paper?
I go towards the paintings and drawings and pictures. And just pictures of what I like is pictures from around the 40s, the 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Okay.
In African American, like Deep South.
Right.
Because you still have people sharecropping and stuff like that, and you can really see a lot of the pain and the angst on individual faces, especially if it's like a black and white type of photo.
Yeah.
But you can also see like the happiness and all of that can come from the same picture. So I like a lot of those. I mean, it's kind of nostalgic for me. It reminds me of my grandmother and a lot of the older generation that helped raise me, and it kind of puts me in a place where I feel like I might can relate to them a little bit more. And it's a pretty big sense of history there. But I like photos of actual people, like not necessarily posed or whatever, but like people doing candid, regular, everyday stuff, and really trying to visual artists who capture the emotion of everyday activities.
True, photography is powerful, man. I mean,
yeah,
real powerful. Have you ever had like you ever seen like a famous picture, anything that inspired you to write or influence something that you was working on?
Yeah, it was a picture of, I don't know if it was a cover of National Geographic or whatever years ago. Mm-hmm. It's like a Middle Eastern woman with I think she's a Muslim. She has like the Muslim garb on, but her eyes are like really big. I think they were like natural green. Mm-hmm. And she made the cover like National Geographic or Time or something. And I saw a documentary about the lady who took the photo, and she said it was no visual enhancement. Like, this is how this lady really looked.
Wow.
And yeah, and it was just it made me think about, and not necessarily a concept for a song, but it made me think about the idea that even though we come from different cultures and different backgrounds, and a lot of times have different belief systems, you could look into this woman's face and you felt like you knew her.
Right.
Even though you might have things you disagree with. So as far as how that translates to what I do creatively is it really brings me back down to focus on the fact that as individuals and human beings, we all have commonalities. And if I can do music that speaks to those commonalities, then it'll put me on a level playing field with who I'm trying to get to listen to me.
Right. I feel you, man. That sum it all up. Well, Jorai, we appreciate you being in the studio with us, being on the art scene with JoG today. We're gonna let you go ahead and get out of here. I know your assistant said you got to get back to a session or something like that, so we appreciate your time, man. Anything you want to shout out to the people?
Man, shout out Success Album Machine, One Jorai, True Life Hip Hop Music, man. Shout out to JoG. We gonna be getting on some tracks real soon.
Definitely.
And,
I need to get some of them checks.
Yeah, man, for real. And hit me at True Jorai on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all of that. MySpace and everything coming soon. So.
Okay. Okay, everybody continue to check out the art scene. This will be on JoG's YouTube channel. So everybody check it out. The archive will be up real soon. Peace out. Peace to the people. Much love.